Alright everyone, this is Ash. Welcome back to the King's Speech. So we're getting caught up on some more Shonen Jump stuff today. So I got some Akane-Banashi, Spy Family, and Kaiju coming your way. So if you haven't already, please do like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Without further ado, let us dive into it with Akane-Banashi Story 155, Huff. As we have Karashi with like a little imaginary crown over him, with Karashi Sanmate, birthday June 18th, height 190 centimeters, 6'3". Favorite food, potato chips. Least favorite food, veggies, spicy things. Hobbies, gaming and making beats. With story by Yuki Suwanaga, art by Takamasa Moe, and Rakugo supervision by Kikuhiko Hayashiya. And translation by Stephen Paul and lettering by Sneer On. And yeah, ha ha ha, sorry about that, Karao. Just can't find the time these days. And Karashi's like, an Asaga Anisan's Fatatsume promotion is coming up the day after tomorrow too. He's like, ha, exactly, I'm swamped over here. It's like, so, have you figured out yet why old man Enso sent you to learn from me? And that's Chocho he's talking to. He's like, he's the man who will be your guidepost. It's like, because I can tell why he did it. I know what your fatal flaw is. You've never once truly put everything on the line, have you? And you have a nah, not even once. Nuh-uh night. Nuh-uh night. And you have, this has been Good Night Yoshida. Thank you for your time. What the fuck is this performance, bro? Hold on, give me a second. Let me just pull this up really quickly. Would you see this guy dressed up in like discount magician gear? He's doing some kind of performance. Yeah, this has been Good Night Yoshida. Thank you for your time. You have Z1 Grand Prix quarterfinal round. You have the Z1 Grand Prix is a comedy competition to determine the best solo comedian in Japan. But the Z is short for Zabuton, a cushion that you place on the floor and sit upon. And it started as a storytelling competition. People are calling me an assassin from the Rakugo industry. But if anything, this was our event to begin with. And I intend to win it, of course. And that's Karashi giving an interview. He's like, that should suit their desire for drama. It's like, you know what I overheard? That Rakugoka doing his interview? Oh, right. The guy who entered as a stunt to get his 15 minutes of fame. And you see the guy that's like dressed up in the stars and moon get up, smoking with another guy backstage. Lucky Punk gets to be a tourist while we're here fighting for our lives. And Karashi's like, that shtick is what you're fighting for your life with? He thinks back to putting everything on the line. It's like, it's because you're afraid. You hedge your bets, lowering the risk at the cost of your potential winnings. Each time you perform, you play to the needs of the audience to ensure you get a passing grade, right? He's like, is that a bad thing? It's like, it's perfectly fine, of course. Plenty of folks are struggling because they can't even do that much. But keep in mind, you exist within the utterly illogical and unfair world of the arts. Slowly grinding away at the problem ain't necessarily going to get you ahead. Playing to win and playing not to lose are very different things. And if you keep going the way you're going, that little lady's going to be out of your league eventually. Isn't she already? You see him go in the Z1 quarterfinals. I've met my general goal of raising my public profile. Booked a few jobs. But the mood here is hostile. If I get my ass kicked after attracting so much attention, it's a net negative. Any process that does not yield results is inherently worthless. Always search for a certain means of victory. Don't wait too long to abandon a wasted effort. And he thinks back to, he is the man who will be your guidepost. Put everything on the line, Karao. He just sighs as he goes, why does every single person have to repeat the most obvious lessons? If I were afraid of failure, I wouldn't have chosen this line of work. But there's no point in taking risks unless you have the means to win. Now I've got those cards in my hand. So here we go. Time to make a killing. It's like that year, Karashi Sanmate was the first Rakugoka to reach the final round of the Z1 Grand Prix. He finished as a runner-up, earning him plenty of attention. But it was his act that got people talking. So it feels like based on the pose he's doing, I think the short is called Shinigami? Waist on the way, he's got like his hands spread out. It's like they wondered, is this really Rakugo? You see people tweeting like, damn, Rakugo's funny. It's like, I've never seen Rakugo before. It's funny. Maybe I would like it after all. And someone's like, this isn't traditional Rakugo. You have a son of a gun, he was pulling a fast one on me. It's like, you put up one hell of a fight, Kurao. It's like, yeah, I went a little too far into left field in the Z1. Whether I want to pull back or lean harder into it, the vice chairman of the Federation's assessment of me will be valuable. That's what I'm really after. And you see that the head judge is Shomei Subakiya. So, but obviously, I'm in it to win it. And you see the Zuian prize. You have Arakawa Hikaru and Sanmate Karashi. And Akane is just smiling as she sees it. And Hikaru's like, you took the words right out of my mouth. Yeah, I like it. Let's have a rematch of the Karaku Cup. So, I don't know, man. This chapter felt very empty in a way. It's kind of like we have Chojo kind of like explain to us, like monologuing to us, like, oh, Karashi's thing is like, he doesn't take risks. He needs to learn to take risks. He plays it too safe. But I feel like it didn't really give us any deeper insight or look into his character or his personality or things like that. Like, you just kind of had him standing around being like, oh man, everyone like looks down on me, like, oh, I have to put it on the line. Like, just kind of had him standing around like looking moping. It doesn't really make for compelling or interesting storytelling to kind of just have him like moping around, just standing around like that. Especially with being like, oh, like Akane's your rival. And this comes back to what I said about last chapter. Like, the story really has not gone out of its way to kind of make either Hikaru or Karashi seem like actual contenders or rivals for Akane's position or in her cohort. So again, it's going to take a lot more than just kind of like, like Lim kind of gestured, motioning to kind of like cement this idea that, oh, they actually are rivals to her, that will like meaningfully challenge her in some way. So we'll see, because right now a lot of it is just kind of teasing that, they've kind of developed their own specialties. They've gone to like develop their arts and styles like in different manners and fashions, things like that, and that they've been training equally as hard as she has. But I feel like I need to actually kind of see the performances and see like what nuances and subtleties they bring to it to kind of feel like, to get a better idea of like, is it establishing a better sense of the rivalry in these current chapters or not. We'll see where it goes from here with the next chapter. So with all that said, I hope you all did enjoy this chapter. If you did, please do like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Like I mentioned, Shonen Jump stuff will be out today, and then hopefully some read-throughs will be out this weekend. So a lot to look forward to. Until next time, this is Ash. Talk to you all later.